Did you know that small mistakes in your baby's bedtime routine could be sabotaging your nights of rest? Often, without realizing it, parents adopt practices that seem to work but actually make the baby even more restless. Is your bedtime routine too long? Or maybe you're copying another family's routine. In this video, we'll explore the most common missteps that disrupt your baby's sleep and, most importantly, how to fix them. Imagine turning bedtime into a calm and enjoyable moment for both you and your baby. Here, you'll find practical tips that respect your little one's rhythm and individuality, with easy solutions you can apply daily. If you've tried everything and still face challenges, this content might be the key to quieter nights. So, have you ever wondered why a routine that seems to work for others doesn't work for you? Or if you're putting too much pressure on yourself to stick rigidly to a routine? Keep watching, and let's uncover the mistakes that may be preventing the rest your family so desperately needs. First mistake, making the bedtime routine too long. Many parents believe that stretching out the bedtime routine guarantees success in getting their baby to sleep, but reality paints a different picture. An overly long ritual can actually overwhelm the baby with stimuli, achieving the opposite of what's intended. Think about how exhausted a baby must feel after a day spent absorbing the world around them. Instead of relaxing, they might end up even more agitated. That's why maintaining a balance between a functional and brief routine is essential to prepare your baby for sleep without overstimulating them. The recommendation is simple: keep the routine short and straightforward, lasting about 20 to 30 minutes. During this time, include activities that are genuinely calming. For instance, a warm bath in a softly lit room can be followed by a short, gentle story read in a soothing voice, such as a picture book with simple illustrations. Then, a lullaby can help create a clear transition between the day's activities and bedtime. But be cautious, avoid anything involving screens or loud noises, as these can disrupt the goal. Additionally, a good bedtime routine is consistent but not rigid. Parents can adapt these practices based on their baby's level of tiredness. If the baby is particularly exhausted one day, perhaps a gentle hug and soft music will suffice. The key is to remember that the routine isn't about the amount of time but the quality of actions. After all, what works well today may require adjustments tomorrow. Second mistake, never breaking the routine for the sake of the ritual. Keeping a consistent routine is undoubtedly important for a baby's sleep, but treating it as something inflexible can cause more challenges than solutions. Parents' lives don't follow a perfect script, and unexpected situations are inevitable. Imagine, for example, a trip or a visit that disrupts the usual schedule. The stress of trying to keep everything exactly the same can harm both the parents and the baby, who is highly sensitive to the emotional environment around them. The secret lies in finding a healthy balance. Even if an unexpected event disrupts the usual schedule, small adjustments can help minimize the impact. For instance, if dinner runs late, shorten the bedtime routine that night to just a quick story and a soft lullaby instead of following all the steps. The main takeaway here is flexibility. The routine is a guide, not an unbreakable rule. Moreover, allowing yourself to adjust the routine when necessary teaches the baby to adapt. In the long run, this can even help the baby handle changes better as they grow. After all, a consistent routine is a solid foundation, but it doesn't have to be a prison. Third mistake, repeating other people's bedtime routine. It's very common to hear parents sharing magic formulas for bedtime routines that worked for their children, and the temptation to copy these ideas can be strong. However, every baby is unique, with different needs and temperaments. What soothes your neighbor's baby might actually frustrate or overstimulate yours. Imagine, for instance, a baby who gets more irritated by long lullabies because they prefer silence. Copying someone else's method in this case will only lead to frustration. Instead of following a pre-made script, the ideal approach is to observe your baby's own cues. Do they seem to relax more when you give them a back massage? Or do they prefer being rocked in a darker environment? These small details can make all the difference. Try incorporating activities that align with your baby's temperament and daily routine, adjusting them as needed. Remember, babies are constantly changing, and what works today might not work tomorrow. The best approach is to test and adapt. It might take some time to find the perfect balance, but this customization will make the bedtime routine far more effective. Avoid comparing yourself to other families or searching for ready-made solutions that promise miraculous results. Ultimately, the focus should be on creating a sleep environment that meets your baby's needs, which includes respecting the time and discoveries that come with the process. Fourth mistake, believing the routine will solve sleep issues. Many parents start implementing a bedtime routine expecting it to be the ultimate solution for peaceful nights. While it is an essential piece, a baby's sleep is influenced by many other factors. For instance, inappropriate schedules, developmental leaps, or even the quality of daytime naps can directly impact nighttime sleep. A baby who hasn't spent enough energy or has napped at inconsistent times will struggle to relax, even with the best bedtime routine. That's why it's important to see the bedtime routine as part of a larger system. Beyond nighttime activities, parents should pay close attention to the quality of the sleep environment. Dim lighting, a comfortable temperature, and the absence of visual stimuli are crucial. Similarly, a balanced daytime routine helps regulate the baby's wake-sleep cycle. A good example is including activities that encourage movement during the day, like crawling or a walk in the park, to help the baby expend energy in a healthy way. Keeping realistic expectations is also essential. The routine alone won't work miracles, but it can be an excellent tool when combined with other adjustments. Above all, patience is key to testing strategies and adapting to the natural changes of the baby's development. After all, sleep is a continuous learning process, and consistency, combined with flexibility, helps build strong habits. But what happens when parents make common mistakes while creating this much-desired bedtime routine? Now that you've learned how to avoid the most common mistakes in creating your baby's bedtime routine, how about putting these tips into practice today? Think about how it would feel to regain your nights and help your baby develop healthy habits that will stay with them for a lifetime. What's stopping you from taking the next step? Maybe it's time to reassess your routine and adjust it in a lighter, more efficient way. Which of these mistakes resonated with you the most? Have you tried correcting any of them? Share your experiences and challenges in the comments. Your story could help other parents going through the same thing. And if you want to keep learning more about your baby's sleep and how to make parenting a calmer journey, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of the valuable content we've carefully prepared for you.